Good morning everyone and welcome back to your online class once again. So today in this tutorial we are going to discuss about the different functions of operating system. So let us start the video. Before we discuss the different functions of operating system, let us understand the different parts of operating system. Operating system is actually divided into two parts, so you can see it has two components, shell and kernel. The shell part is responsible for interacting with the users, means the humanware, and the kernel part is responsible for interacting with the hardware. Let us see in detail. The shell part of the operating system actually it acts as an interpreter. What is an interpreter? Which gets the command and instructions from the user and translate the received commands which is given by the user in high level language to machine level language, and then pass that translated command to the kernel, to the hardware for handling the hardware part to get it done. So you can understand like this, that suppose that we as a user is giving the instruction to the computer through the operating system. So the computer, when we are giving the instruction to particular with the help of any application software, that instruction is given in high level language. So OS, the shell part of OS, is responsible for converting that instruction to low level language, which is machine language, and then that translated command is passed to the kernel, means the which is responsible for handling the hardware. So obviously if I am giving a print command, so printer as a hardware is responsible for doing my task, so kernel will take care of that. Once the task is done, it gives the output to the user again. And the kernel is actually said to be as the most important, the core part of the operating system, because it functions are very much different. It actually communicates with the hardware, the resources of the computer, handles the memory, manages the processing CPU. So it is basically, the role of kernel is to manage the communication between user level application, the application software which we are using for doing our task, and the hardware. So it also takes care of different operating system functions like processor management, memory management, file management, device management, user interface. All these tasks are being handled by the kernel part of the operating system. So let us see all these functions in detail. About the functions of the operating system, we have already discussed about the different types of operating systems. So today let us look into the different functions of OS. The first one is the processor management. So in processor management, operating system actually manages the process. Now what is the management of the processor? Whatever work which we are doing, any particular program which is running on the background, that is called as a process, which is processed by the processor of the computer. Now operating system is responsible for preparing, scheduling and controlling the job which is done by the processor to perform it more efficiently and accurately in a less number of time. So basically you can say that suppose if you have given any work to the computer, so that is the work which is managed by the operating system, because operating system is the one software which manages the scheduling, controlling of the particular work which is given by the user, and how it manages so that it can be performed efficiently and the output should be given to the user in a less number of time. The second function of the operating system is memory management. Memory management means how to manage the computer's memory. For example, how the program which is running on the background should be allocated a particular space in the memory, and then how the deallocation happens. Basically you can say that suppose if I have given a MS Word task to be opened by the computer. Now I have double clicked on Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word is open, and whenever a particular program opens, a particular software opens, it takes the space, temporary space in the memory. So that space is allocated by the operating system. Now when you close that file, again that space get vacant and it is deallocated by the operating system only. So that task is basically done by the operating system. That is why we call it one of the function of OS, memory management, managing the memory, allocating and deallocating the memory for a particular process which is given or executed by the user. The third function of operating system is file management. Now file management, in this what operating system does, it provides the permanent storage to the file which you are creating on the computer at a particular point of time, or you can say that accessing of files from the external storage or saving of files to the external storage. The storing of data and the file, that it is being stored in an appropriate location at appropriate place, that is done by the operating system, and whenever you try to retrieve or access those files, that file is provided by the operating system only. So that is the task of OS. Fourth function is the device management. In device management, operating system is actually responsible for handling of the different input output devices, so that the particular information can be easily read from the input device and the output should be given properly with the help of output device. Or you can understand like this, that operating system is responsible for taking the instruction from the input device such as keyboard and mouse, whatever instruction you are giving, and once you have given the instruction, after processing it, as processor management is also the task of the operating system, so operating system helps the processor management to process the task, and then with the help of output device, output is provided to you with the help of correct output device. So mind it, it is a correct output device. Suppose you have given a output to be seen on a monitor, maybe you want a hard copy with the help of a printer, so this correct output device is you can say seen by the operating system, and then it is provided to you via correct output device only. So that is a task of operating system. The last function of operating system is user interface. It means it is helpful for establishing the communication between the user and the hardware devices of the computer. It helps in providing you can say a user interface and a set of commands that can help the user to control the hardware devices of the computer. Computer is made up of hardware devices. Now we as a user give instruction with the help of a software. So operating system is the base, or you can say a mediator, interface which connect both of us, which connects user and the hardware. I hope you have understood now the different functions of the operating system, whatever operating system does for our computer. This is one of the software which has all the controlling power of the computer system. Computer is start. So practice these topics at home. Read this topic from the book and see this in the video also. If you have any problem, you can mail me on this email ID. Till the time, stay safe and happy. Thank you so much.